A drug smuggling bust off the Southern California coast turns deadly for a U.S. Coast Guard member. Hello, I'm John Hartson.
I'm Giovanna Lotta. The U.S. Coast Guardsman was pronounced dead soon after the incident in which a suspect's boat rammed a smaller Coast Guard boat. It happened at about 1 this morning near Santa Cruz Island in Santa Barbara County. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter is live in San Pedro, where a news conference is getting underway any minute. Leanne.
Incident and death of the Coast Guard
member. They're just about to begin with that press conference here. Extremely sad day for the U.S. Coast Guard as a chief petty officer was killed during an investigation at sea early this morning. Now take a look at this video. 34-year-old Terrell Horn. Take a look at the video. The third is a member on the Coast Guard cutter Halibut out of San Pedro. Horn and several other members were aboard a small boat similar to this one when they were attacked by two suspects on a small wooden panga similar to this boat you're seeing here. Those boats are often used to run drugs up the coast from Mexico. Now investigators say as the panga was running dark, that means without any lights, Horn and his team approached the suspects. That's when they suddenly turned their panga towards the Coast Guard at a high speed. That's when they rammed the Coast Guard boat. Horn and another member were both thrown into the water. Horn was pronounced dead. The other member on board that boat was taken to the hospital to be treated. Certainly a very difficult day for the U.S. Coast Guard here. We're again waiting on a press conference with them. Earlier today, though, they released a statement reading, quote, "We are deeply saddened by the loss of our shipmate. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his family and friends and his shipmates aboard Coast Guard cutter Halibut."
Very sad, especially, such a young person, baby coming and holidays. Yeah, very sad, yeah. You don't want to hear things like this happen.
All right, everyone, that was one of the neighbors that lives in Redondo Beach. That's where he's from. To take a live look right now. Here we come. We're hearing now from Captain James Jenkins with the U.S. Coast Guard. Let's listen in.
Good evening. Early this morning, the Coast Guard suffered a tragedy when Chief Boatswain's Mate Terrell Horn died from injuries sustained during law enforcement operations on the waters off Santa Cruz Island, California. At the outset of this statement, I want to emphasize that our hearts go out to the family and the loved ones of Chief Petty Officer Horn. All of the members of Team Coast Guard grieve along with them and are so very sorry for their loss. In addition, I've received numerous phone calls throughout the day from other law enforcement agencies and port partners with messages of condolence and support for the family and for our service. Chief Petty Officer Horn was an outstanding Coast Guard member, and he gave his life in service enforcing the laws of this nation. Early this morning, a Coast Guard Marine Patrol aircraft detected a suspicious small boat transiting near Santa Cruz Island. The vessel appeared to be a panga-type boat, and they suspected it was engaged in illegal activity. For those of you unfamiliar with these types of boats, a panga is a workboat, often used off the coast of Mexico or Central America. They have a B-hull, are open to the weather, typically 25 to 45 feet in length, and powered by outboard engines. After spotting the panga-style boat, the aircraft crew alerted the captain of the Coast Guard cutter Halibut, an 87-foot patrol boat homeported in Marina del Rey, which was also out on patrol. The captain maneuvered the patrol boat to the location of the suspect vessel and then launched his cutter small boat. The cutter and its small boat made an approach on the suspect vessel, which was operating with no lights or other illumination. As the cutter and the small boat closed in, the panga boat suddenly increased speed and maneuvered directly at the cutter small boat. The panga boat struck the cutter small boat and then fled the scene. 2 Coast Guard members were thrown from the cutter small boat. The 2 remaining boat crew members quickly recovered their shipmates. One had relatively minor injuries, but the other had sustained traumatic head injuries. The small boat was quickly brought back on board the cutter, and and the captain made best speed for the nearest port, which was Port Hueneme, while the crew performed first aid on the injured personnel. Upon mooring in Port Hueneme, the injured crew members were transferred to emergency medical personnel on shore, who pronounced Chief Petty Officer Horn deceased. The other crew member was taken to the hospital, treated and released later in the morning. The Ponga boat was later interdicted by a 45-foot response boat from Coast Guard Station Los Angeles Long Beach and an HH-65 helicopter from Coast Guard Sector San Diego. The Coast Guard Commandant, Admiral Robert J. Papp, provided the following statement. Quote, "We are deeply saddened by the loss of our shipmate. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his family and friends and his shipmates aboard Coast Guard Cutter Halibut. We are focused on supporting them during this very difficult time. Our fallen shipmate stood the watch on the front lines, protecting our nation, and we are all indebted to him for his service and sacrifice. Finally, I commend the responding Coast Guard and Customs and Border Protection units whose quick action led to the successful interdiction and apprehension of those believed to be involved." End quote. Although I know you have questions, the Coast Guard, along with its law enforcement partners at the federal, state, and local level, are actively working to ensure all of the individuals who are involved with this illegal activity are brought to justice. Because this is an active law enforcement investigation, I cannot take any questions at this time. I ask for your patience as we pursue this case so that we can hold the criminals responsible for the death of a Coast Guard member accountable for their actions. We will release additional information as soon as we're able to do so. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.